another one to get to?
Good. I want to speak to you.
Look at that. You could hear, I think, J Mac a lot today talking about defensive rebounding, their defensive rebounding percentage, and trying to make sure we crash the offensive glass tonight. Just how important is that going to be, trying to look for the boards and second chance points against a team like this?
Little echo there. It's important. Obviously, we want to win the possession game. We got to get out there. We want to be aggressive on the board. Obviously, winning the defensive board is important for us. That's been our focus right now. But obviously, taking advantage of second chance opportunities in the possession game is important for us. Obviously, turning teams over as well and taking care of the ball. So possession game is going to be huge tonight, both ways. So we want to keep them off the glass, number one, and then obviously do our best to go after second chance opportunities as well.
You had a lot of really talented first and second year players on the floor tonight on both sides. How nowadays has been the transition, in your opinion, that these players have been able to contribute so early in their career?
You're right. I mean, it's so talented. It's a talented group. You never know how any particular player is going to adjust as they come into the NBA, but I think we're seeing a trend of many more young guys, to your point, having massive impact on teams. It's now they're getting more opportunity. Maybe the summertime reps as well. They're familiar with each other. They're playing, in a lot of these USA basketball. A lot of our guys have done that. They've been around each other. They're familiar with it. And I think just putting them in environments where we trust them more. I think back, when I first came in the league, you just didn't trust young guys. They had to go, a whole year maybe or longer to even get some minutes out there on the floor, maybe spot minutes. But I think just the overall the mentality of our league in general is just more we trust them to go out there and make plays. And I think all these guys, they work so hard. They come in with a massive amount of, work ethic, and you put them in the right situation around good players, good things can happen. But you're seeing a lot of confidence in these young men, and that's a credit to them and to the group around them. I think all these organizations right now are just wrapping their arms around young players and saying, we believe in you, we trust you, you're going to make some mistakes, but go produce, and we'll live with the highs and the lows of that. And I think that's more the mindset in the league today.
Coach, Derek Queen, Baltimore native, makes his return to the area tonight. Just how have you seen him kind of grow and adapt to the league over the season so far?
Well, we didn't know much about him. I didn't know much about him when he came in. He didn't do it. He had a little bit of run in the summer league, got hurt, didn't have a training camp, but he quickly, caught our attention, my attention for sure. Just his ability his cerebral game, his understanding of, the game and making the easy play, his ability to pass, play with others, make others better was apparent from the start. His growth overall has just been how he's aligned with his teammates right now. They're understanding him, his game. What makes him special is the passing ability, the rebounding ability. His growth has been in the paint, protecting the paint, challenging shots at the rim. His motor continues to grow, throughout the year. It's a high-paced, fast-paced game we're playing in. So you got to get up and down the floor, and he's growing in that area. But he's a wonderful kid. Love the mentality, love the spirit. The guys love playing with him. He's not afraid of the moment. When we get into clutch, big situations, he's not afraid to take the shot, make the big pass, take a risk, have some courage. Those are all things that you don't see a lot out of young guys. And to his credit, he has that ability. He's a special kid, special player. So I'm excited for him tonight, just to be back here, and an amazing story that, I like to sit down with him and hear his story, over and over. But it's a wonderful story, and I hope he enjoys it tonight.
JB, some teams have a shooting coach who works with all 15 players. The majority of teams have assistant coaches work with their 3 or 4 people. What's your philosophy on the best way to structure people, who you have teaching shooting and why?
Well, I was around one of, if not the best shooting coach in the league. His results speak for themselves, and Chip England, and it's hard to find that guy. If you can find a master of the craft, grab them. Like, that's a special skill. If you can find a shooting coach that can produce the results like a Chip England, you got to nab them. So it's just hard to find. That they're not out there a ton. I think all of us are always looking for the next elite shooting coach. But I think in general, what I've learned from Chip over the years is, number one, you got to build trust with the player. No matter if you're an assistant coach, you're the shooting coach, whatever it is, you have to build trust, number one, with the player. That takes time. That's relationship. That's time on court. That's results. That's consistency. That comes over a summertime, a training camp, over a season. And then you got to be consistent. It's consistency as well. So trust and consistency. It's the same routine, same shot, same cadence. It's very much like a golf swing. It's very much like a golf swing. If you went and found like the golf coaches out there, it's very technical, but it's about consistency and routine and confidence. And I think that's what building the trust does. And Chip does it better than anybody. But I've seen it from start to finish. There's just this confidence that players get over time because he's there. They trust him. They believe in him. And they put the time in and the reps. Can it get done with other assistant coaches? Yes, it can. I have seen that. And I think the common denominator is again, trust and consistency. And there's a lot of very good assistant coaches, player development coaches right now teaching shooting, and they deserve credit too. So I think you can get it in different forms. But if you have a good one, hold on to them, and it has a massive impact on many organizations. Good. Thanks, everybody.
Very much.